and not clear things out, right, in chat. Okay, so we are recording. Yeah.
I think you can hear my volume now, right?
Yes, yes.
Oh, fabulous. You had the suggestion and it was on Zoom that the volume wasn't turned up. So
Oh, okay, perfect. Oh yeah, I know these computers, they always get me.
forget you have volume here, volume there. So we're good. Thank you.
Nice, yeah. So do you have any questions, anything like that? Anything unclear? That I know you've been coming for 2 years, right?
Yes. The only thing that's unclear is today, for some reason I'm working more with my left side, and sometimes I don't understand that because I don't particularly feel emotional. But I've been dealing with a cold from being with grandchildren. So I think I'm just,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's as it is, we are not like people are not either right-sided or left-sided. Majority of us are sometimes swing a little bit to the right and then a little bit to the left. So left side, I mean, it's not only when you feel overly emotional, although being with grandchildren sometimes triggers that, right? So but these viruses, yeah, they come from the left side, and yeah, it's nice to clear them when we clear left side, but it's not so like an extreme left side problem or something like that. And also sometimes people can be very lethargic, very, I don't know, like life seems to be heavy, weighing on you, and all this comes also from left side, but it doesn't necessarily mean they'll be very emotional. So there's different complications from the left side. But yeah, this is especially when the weather gets cold, we get these colds and all that because the left side gets cooled down too. And in summer, we tend to need to cool down more the right side, right, with ice, like because the weather is hot and that also acts on us. So did that help clear your question?
Yes, it's yeah, I think especially this seasonal and
Yeah, it definitely affects us. And also, like how the days get shorter, the nights are longer in winter, that all plays part in our left-right side movements. But as long as we don't swing too far, we are
okay.
good.
Yeah, usually the candle treatment works pretty well too.
Yeah, right? Okay, yeah, perfect. That's the thing we do. Yeah, to bring us back to dynamic selves, right? Yeah. So yeah, anyone else? Cynthia just said that a little cold now with the cold weather, a little bit heavier left side. I just said that's usually also normal in winter, but yeah, we can use the candle treatment and bring ourselves to the center to enjoy this life better and have more energy. So anyone else has anything going on? Whoever's ready with their foot soaks, of course. Any questions, anything unclear? Because we do have a few more minutes before we begin our meditation. And also, oh yeah, did anyone? is anyone trying to?
My
it kind of is breaking. I don't know what's happening.
No, I think Jackie is trying to say something.
I was just typing, responding to the heart should also be strong to generate enough antibodies. Yeah, I think that's a very good point. And I was also gonna type in, it says first time to side room. On this meetup group, this is only
Okay, yeah. I don't know why I kind of hear you a little bit breaking. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, but I think I know, Rahul, you heard everything well, right?
Yeah, I could hear. She was saying that about the message that I had written about the heart chakra for for the antibodies. So she was acknowledging that message, and then after that, I also couldn't hear.
Okay.
We have Baljit, who is joining us first time today. Welcome, Baljit.
Yeah, welcome. So we will explain everything. Is anyone else here for the first time? Just Baljit. Okay, so Rahul, shall we start the session or do we wait
We
a
have
little bit?
5 more minutes. So I think we have two people, Baljit and Laura, who is joining us first time.
Okay, perfect. Welcome. Yeah, so I'll explain everything what we're doing here. And Baljit and Laura, if you have time now, and if you have a bucket, Rahul, can you bring up the slide for footsoak? What we do always on Sundays for this meditation, we actually have a footsoak ready. So we have this bowl where we use water. It's if you're feeling cold, you can use a warmer water. If you're feeling very hot, you can use a cooler water. Add some salt into it, and then at the side also have a pitcher to rinse the feet after, to rinse this salt off, and a towel so you can dry your feet, because we will just continue. First part of meditation is with this by doing footsoak. It's a clearing technique. And the second part is just meditating without that. So this footsoak we do every Sunday. And if you have a bowl at hand, you can get these things ready. If not, don't worry. You can have them ready by next week. It's a really beautiful clearing technique. It's very simple, but really effective. And you can clear your chakras really well in a very simple, spontaneous way without much effort. So yeah, that's something we definitely do every Sunday. So when you join for meditation, the best thing is to have this footsoak bowl ready. And yeah, then you will see how we will use that. And as I said, if you don't have it today, no worries. We can absolutely do that next week. Because every Sunday we have these meditations at the side room, and we always touch a subject, different chakras. We talk more in detail about them, and we meditate on those chakras. And so you learn more about Saja Yoga, and also you hopefully not too slowly progress in your meditation, in your ability to stay without thoughts, in full awareness, and then experience this meditation, as well as your own inner energy that I'm sure you must have felt when you join the first room, not this side room. Yeah, so today's topic is Mooladhara, so that's the first chakra, and Agnya chakra. Agnya chakra is the sixth one here. This one is in the head, inside the head where the optic nerves cross. And the relationship between Mooladhara, so the first chakra, and the sixth chakra is very strong. Their connection is very strong, and it's also very simple. In a way, one cannot work without the other. First chakra is the qualities of first chakra. The main qualities are innocence, wisdom, and spontaneity. And without these qualities, our sixth chakra could never really open up, and we would be lost in the. Also, when the first chakra is really strong, this ego and superego that are on the screen, you can see this yellow and blue bubble in our head. These are ego and superego. So when our first chakra is really strong, those two will not have the same power. They won't be able to become as large and as oppressive to us as if when our first chakra doesn't really work well. So yeah, this is a beautiful connection. Also, the first chakra is the one that supports our Kundalini, is the one that gives strength and support to our Kundalini to rise, while the sixth chakra is the one that is like a gate to the seventh chakra. Seventh chakra is when we get the connection with the all-pervading power, but we cannot get this connection unless our sixth chakra opens up and our Kundalini can cross it. So I think this is the strongest, the basic connection. Both those chakras can work when we are really innocent. One is innocence in the head, and the other one is this kind of innocence of our existence, of how we are. But they are so connected that we can probably not really imagine being not innocent in the head, but then really being innocent, right? Like it's one and the same thing. So today we will try to, in meditation, to put our attention to our ego, to our superego, focus on how to bring down those challenges of one and the other with the help of our Kundalini. And also the talk, the excerpt of the talk of Shrimataji is also regarding the problems that are created in our head when our ego or superego when those two are too big. So the ego, which expresses, the expression of ego is our extreme planning of things, trying to control everything, being also aggressive in our communication with others, or how we think about others, and that we are superior and have right to command or control other people also, while superego can be all these. So the left agya, that can be expressed always in how our thoughts can be sly, very much not innocent, controlling with the kind of in a sly way situations, and not allowing anything spontaneous to happen to us. And also it can be, all these kind of things can manifest because of bad past experiences and the fear that comes to us, and our thoughts. Okay, so it's time now for us to start our meditation. As I said, I hope everyone's footsoak is prepared. And if not, no worries. You can either sit on the ground, you can sit on the chair, whatever feels comfortable. Just please make sure you don't have any shoes on your feet, and your connection with Earth, with Mother Earth, is that's in that because we don't have the shoes and all that, it's established. So there is one more thing that I'll explain that we do every time when we begin our meditation and when we end our meditation. And this is, we raise our Kundalini and we put ourselves into Bandhan. So there is a slide that we have where this is drawn. Rahul, can you move to that slide of raising Kundalini? Yeah. So this is the slide. And so what we do, I just want to show the movements, how we do it, and then we'll do it together. So the left hand that we have will simply go up from, like, in front of us, goes along all the 7 chakras, and we bring it above our head, while the right hand spins around it. So it's this kind of simple spinning movement we do. We start from the first chakra, and then we end here on top, and then on top we do a knot. So this is how we raise our Kundalini. We repeat these movements 3 times. Each time we make this kind of a fake knot. But this is really, when we work with this energy, is as if we are tying our Kundalini on top of the head, so she doesn't drop down immediately into sleeping mode. And the second part of this exercise is that we do Bandhan. This is protection, a subtle protection to our chakras with our right hand, this hand of action, where now vibrations are flowing. We go from our left hip over our head to the right hip, making this kind of a horseshoe-shaped movement, and then from the right hip back to the left. So it just goes from one side to the other and then back. And this is one bandhan. We do this 7 times, each time for one chakra. Okay, and if you don't really follow all these moves, try to do however you do, and don't worry too much. We can definitely share with you some videos where you can take time to learn them, because I know the visual here is not too good, the small frame. So let's now begin our meditation. Hopefully everyone's footsoak is ready at their feet, and we can close our eyes, allow our attention to move inside on us. Let's take a deep breath in. Hold your breath a little bit and then breathe out. Again, let's breathe in. And when we breathe out, we can relax the muscles on our head, the neck, shoulders, arms. And again, we breathe in. And again, with the breath out, we allow all the tensions to leave us. Now we'll raise together our Kundalini with attention. You can watch your left hand as it moves up. And on top of the head, we'll do the knot. First knot, bring your hands down. Again, we bring up our hands, spinning, and then on top we do 2 knots now. And we bring down the hands. The third time that we bring up spinning hands, we'll do 3 knots. And we bring again our hands down. Then we take our right hand and start drawing this horseshoe shape around ourselves from the left to the right hip and back. First time for the first chakra. Then we move our attention to the second chakra. We do the second one. Then we do the third bandhan for the third chakra in our belly. Now the heart chakra. The fifth chakra in the neck, throat. And then the sixth chakra inside the head. And then the last 7 chakra on top of the head. We can bring our hands and, if we feel like, from our heart, thank this energy, this Kundalini, motherly energy that is awakening inside of us and nourishing our chakras and guiding us and bringing us into this new state of meditation. The right hand and do 7 circular moves on our footsoak or above the water. But we're basically allowing this energy that's flowing through our hands now to bring vibrations, bring this kind of special state into the water. And then we simply bring our feet into the water. Oops, sorry. So we are now taking help of the water and the earth element, which are now in this footsoak water, earth of the salt and water for the water element. And we'll start our meditation by bringing our subtle system into balance. So we'll take the right hand, place it towards the ground, towards the Mother Earth. And we can ask, Mother Earth, you who take care of us, you who give us everything from shelter to food to air and water. Please also purify my left side. Please warm up my left side with your warmth. Mother Earth, please remove all my nostalgic tendencies, all extreme emotions and lethargy. Please make me a dynamic person. While we are doing this, our attention is also on the left hand, and we can feel how this hand can be getting lighter, cooler. Now we will bring our right hand back on the lap and lift the left hand into the air, surrendering the heat of the right side into the air, into the sky. Here we can ask Mother Kundalini, please remove the heat from my right side. Please remove all the futuristic tendencies, all my planning and worrying about the future. Mother Kundalini, please remove all that into the sky. Now we can pay attention to how we are feeling on our right hand. Now we will bring both our hands back to the down towards the ground, pointing them towards the ground, towards our Mother Earth. And here we'll ask Mother Earth, please absorb all my problems of the first chakra. Please purify my first chakra so it can keep me in balance. Mother Earth, please purify my first chakra and establish the qualities of innocence and purity and spontaneity. Mother, please give me the wisdom to know, to always know what's good and what's bad for me. Now we will bring our hands back on our lap. The palms are opened upward, And we'll continue with our clearing of the subtle system for a little while longer, according to how I feel on my hands for our group. So now we'll take the left hand and we'll bring it to the right side of our tummy, so where we would have liver under the rib cage on the right side. So here we'll ask our Kundalini, Mother Kundalini, please come into my liver. Please purify my liver. Liver is a very important organ, and it is the one that's responsible for our attention, how clear, how strong our attention is. So we can ask Mother Kundalini, please purify my liver. And please cool down my liver. And this third chakra on the right side is the one also taking care of our financial situation. And we can ask here, Mother, you take care of all my financial and family worries and troubles. Now we will continue working with our left hand and we'll bring it up to the neck. Let's wrap around the neck on the right side, our hand. And here we'll ask Mother Kundalini, please come and purify my right fifth chakra or right Vishuddhi chakra. Mother Kundalini, please purify my right Vishuddhi chakra. This chakra is responsible of how we speak to other people, whether our relationships and communication is pleasant, heartfelt, loving, sincere, and not hurtful and harmful to others. And as a result, also to ourselves, because we spoil this chakra. So here we can ask Mother Kundalini, please awaken the quality of sweet and loving communication with others within me. Okay, we can bring down our left hand to the lap. And we'll stay for, with the right hand, let's just bring along the spine, just to the top of the head, the right hand in front, and just press on top of the head. Bring your attention up here. And let's do this 3 times. Bring our attention from the first to the 7th chakra. You can now massage the 7th chakra. It can be clockwise, circular movement. Massaging it with the middle of our palm. And we can ask Mother Kundalini, please establish my attention on the 7th chakra. And please strengthen my connection with the all-pervading power. Now we'll bring our hand above the 7th chakra. Find on which spot is that you feel the cool breeze, ideally, can be also warm breeze, coming from your head. And just keep your hand in that spot for some time. And keep also your attention where your hand is. Let's swap hands. Take the left hand up to the same spot, to that spot where we feel the coolest or the strongest breeze. Keep your attention there and your hand for some time. And it's very much possible that this breeze will become stronger. Now let's keep our attention where we felt that breeze above our head and on our hands. Keep your eyes closed unless you see some strong colors or lights, then you open them. And it's easiest to look at the picture of Shri Mataji, the dot on her head. But otherwise, just keep your eyes closed and your attention on your hands and on top of the head or above the head. Let's try and sit like that in silence for a minute or so. So we can now open our eyes and without doing much of anything else, just rinse our feet, use the towel to dry them, and we can do another 7 circles on our footsoak, above our footsoak, but don't take the water away, just put it at the side now, because we'll simply continue in this meditative mode, watching an excerpt from a larger talk where Shri Mataji talks about the 6th chakra, the problems of our ego and our conditionings and how they work with us. As you know, she's made an incredible amount of such talks, hours and hours of them, but today and here we only listen to excerpts of about 10 minutes or so. So try to stay in this meditative state, try to keep your attention on top of the head, and just keep your hands open while we listen to Shri Mataji's talk, and after that we'll continue with the second part of meditation.
That they will become your relations, soyarika. Techi soyarika. They will be your relations. They will be your brothers and sisters, and not those who are not enlightened. They are not your relations because they don't understand. They don't have entry into the kingdom of God. So they are not your relations. In his lifetime, he led a life of a person who was very simple. Didn't bother about clothes or anything. All the conditioning of the worldly things were not him. But he was not shameless type of a person who would accept any kind of a nudity and this and that. Even about Mahavira, there's a big misconception. He was once praying in a garden where there were lots of bushes, call them kunjas. And in the bush his cloth, which was only one cloth he was putting on, was caught up, so he cut half of it and was covering himself. Sri Krishna went to test him, and he said that I have nothing, I'm just nude. Why don't you give me your cloth, because after all, you are a king. So he took out his cloth and gave it to Sri Krishna and got some leaves to cover himself, and he was in his own garden and went into his own palace. Now if you see the Jains, they make everything so horrible and insult him all the time. Most of the people who follow all these great incarnations really all the time insult. They don't follow, they insult. And by their behavior, you see, we form such a bad opinion of all these things. I met one gentleman in Chicago, it was very cold. He was the head of the Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. He was wearing a dhoti which was so thin, it was shaking before me. I said, what's the matter? He said, I'm feeling very cold. I said, why are you wearing this dhoti? He said, my guru has told me if you wear a dhoti, you will go to heaven. I said, really? In India, 80% people wear nothing but dhotis. Are they all going to go to heaven? And many must have gone already. So where will you be? Didn't like it. And I said, why you shaved your hair and put this, you call it shindi or in Hindi Bodhi, I don't know what you call, pig's tail, yes, pig's tail. So he says, it is because my guru told me that I must shave my head and have this kind of a thing, so I think perhaps maybe he will be tied to some rope and pulled in the heaven or something. I said, Kabira has said, Kabira was one of them who has tried to slash out all your conditioning. He said by shaving your head, you are going to go to heaven. So, what about the lamb which is shaved twice a year? He'll be there earlier than you. It's a fact. It's such a thing. And there are giant sadhus who will remain absolutely nude and will put their hair. Now by law they are allowed to go nude on the street, insulting everyone. All such stupid things are happening in the name of religion, that too of Buddha, Mahavira and Christ. They are the ones who are trying to pull us away from rationality. Because you have to cross this. All your limitations are because of this thinking, conditioning. We have to go beyond. Because by thinking, what do? We move in a linear way, and then there's no truth in it, so the whole thing comes by boomerang and you are finished. We have to go beyond this mind, must understand this mind. Christ has done this so that we can go beyond our mind. If you don't know how to go beyond mind, better sit down for a minute. Work it out. With this mind, all kinds of things will come. Temper will come, intrigue will come, jealousies will come. All the 6 enemies that we have will come to us through this mind. Means thinking, rationality. Everything can be rationalized. Why did you murder your wife? Because I hated her. She was this, she was that, but you cannot murder. Why did you murder your husband? Because of this, because of that. Because of this mind, we start doing things which are absolutely wrong, which are sinful, and then we try to rationalize. Go against Agnya, go against reality, and then use your conditioning. Use your, we can call the ego to explain it. Why? All the time when we are doing like that, we can never go beyond mind. We are so self-satisfied about ourselves. We think no enough of ourselves. Now, how are we to get out of it? Introspection. But it's very difficult because people are afraid of themselves. They don't want to introspect. Because once they start introspecting, they will know how sinful they have been, how wrong things they have been doing. And then they'll hate themselves. So they don't want to introspect. But it's very important that we should introspect. That introspection is very helpful for you to overcome these 2 hurdles of your Agnya chakra. I have told you many times, don't argue with anyone. Because the other fellow he is asking for argument is the one who has lots of ego. And that ego is acting on you. So action-reaction starts. And we develop a habit of reacting to everything. Especially in the West, I've seen they react to everything. Everything. For example, now this thing is spread out here. Now they have nothing to do. But they could have had better. Why is it so thin? Oh, you pay for it now, you do it. There are Walking across, they meet someone, see this man, what sort of person he is. If there's a beggar, then they'll start criticizing. They'll criticize the government, they'll criticize everyone. What about yourself? Instead of that, why don't you start doing something about it? If you can't help it, if you are not going to do anything about it, why react? And this is the worst habit we have developed, is to react. And we think we have every right to react. You have. But this right is self-destructive. To react on everything is not proper. You have no authority to react. It is to that extent. You have to just witness. Witness the whole thing. Once you start witnessing, you'll be amazed that you will start seeing the play of the Maya, as they call it, and you will see where you stand with it. Witnessing should be developed all the time. Witness. Am I witnessing? Many people say that I have very good memory, because I'm all the time witnessing. Everything is recorded within me like a picture. And then when I have to say something, I have to correct something, all that I have witnessed comes to help. First of all, we should not react. React to anything. Some people are attached, say, to money. They react, they'll not give any money, they'll keep all the money with themselves.
So we'll continue our meditation. This was a little bit differently planned, the talk. Somehow the minutes got mixed up, but it doesn't matter. We'll continue by bringing our attention again onto ourselves, our subtle system. Now let's bring our right hand to the left Vishuddhi, that is on the fifth chakra on the left side, wrap around the neck here, on the left side, the neck. And here we'll say, Mother, I'm not guilty. Please remove all sorts of feelings of guilt. Remove any tendencies that I have to condemn myself. And let me face all my mistakes, all my shortcomings. But remove all these heavy feelings that I'm not all right, that I'm not good, that I am guilty. Now, in short, let's a few times repeat for ourselves. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am not guilty. Now we'll take our right hand and place it to the fifth chakra here on the throat, on the neck, in the center. I will ask Mother Kundalini, please come into my 5th chakra, central Vishuddhi. Please come into this center. Please open up this 5th chakra so it can absorb the weight of the ego and of superego. And please establish the power to be able to witness everything that's going on around me without reacting with my thoughts, either with ego or with superego. Mother Kundalini, please establish the power of detached witness in me. Now we'll take the right hand and place it on the right side of our head. Here is the area where our superego is, this balloon at the end of the left side, the dead end of the left side. And we can ask again, Mother Kundalini, please come into my head and pierce this balloon of superego. Remove the thoughts of fear, of superstition, conditioning that are overpowering me. We'll swap the hands now. Put the left hand to the left side of the head. Here is the balloon that we call ego inside this area. The dead end of the right side. And here we'll ask again Mother Kundalini to come into our heads and pierce this overbloated balloon of ego. Mother, please remove the pressure of my ego. Now one more time, we can bring our hand to the forehead, wrap around the forehead, allow your head to rest. And we'll ask now, Mother, please give me the strength, the power to forgive. Please come into my Agnya chakra, purify it. We can say a few times, I forgive, I forgive myself, and I forgive everyone else. I forgive. I will take the hand back, the right hand to the back agya. So this is at the back of the head. We can allow our head to rest in our hand. And now we'll ask for forgiveness. This is the place in our head that's where basically our first chakra is manifested in our head. And here we'll simply ask Mother Kundalini, please forgive me if I've ever done anything against my spirituality, against my innocence. Mother, please forgive me. We will now stretch again the hand, the palm, and we can massage again the top of the head so our attention can be brought up to the seventh chakra. One more time. Now keep your attention here. We can massage this area. And we can ask Mother Kundalini, please establish my attention in Sahasrara. Please establish my connection with the all-pervading power. Again, see if you feel this cool breeze above your head. And allow your attention to settle up there. Now we'll stay for a few minutes in this state, allowing our Kundalini to take us into meditation. And if the thoughts or when the thoughts come, don't get involved with them. Just catch them with your attention and say, not now. Allow the silence to become longer and longer. So let's stay now in this state. We can gently open our eyes. And if you have reached a beautiful state of meditation and you wish to continue, you can simply sign off and continue on your own in meditation. But the rest of us who wish to wrap up today's meditation will end it with raising our kundalinis and putting ourselves into bandhan. So let's just raise our kundalini and make a knot. Then we do this again. We do 2 knots. And the 3rd time we will wrap and do 3 knots on top of the head. And we'll now do the bandhan, the protection for the 1st chakra, the 2nd, for the 3rd, for the heart, the 5th in the throat, Agnya in our head, and the 7th chakra, Sahasrara, on top of the head. We can bring together our hands. We feel like to bow to our motherly energy, Kundalini, and also to thank Shri Mataji for this beautiful meditation technique that she has given us. Her endless work that she did to spread this knowledge all around the world and to all of us. So that's today's meditation. Here it's all dark already, but yeah, I know there's morning somewhere. So yeah, if you have any questions, unmute, let me know.
Thank you, Nika. Thank you, Rahul. God bless everyone. This was absolutely beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Mati. Have a good one.
Too.
So yeah.
Thank you so much. Have an amazing day.
Thank you, you too.
It was a beautiful session.
I'm glad.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Nika, for your guidance. May everyone have a wonderful day and a great week ahead. Have a good one. Thank you.
You too.
Question. I saw that Christine commented. She's in Boston. Is she an instructor, Christine?
Yeah.
But, oh yeah, I'm also in Boston area, but I have a mentor, but not all the time we can meet. Like it depends on her schedule. So I'm curious if you like meet with people to meditate.
Is this Jackie?
Oh, this is Jenny. I forgot to introduce myself.
You're in Boston area, did you say?
Yes, I am.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we should definitely meet. Do you want to share your WhatsApp with me or your cell phone and we can connect?
Yes, I'll share my cell phone.
Okay. In the chat you can
I'm excited to meditate.
absolutely. Okay.
That's right. Yeah.
Great.
Oh
Got
shoot, I made a mistake. Sorry, I made a mistake. It's 857, not, I don't know why I typed 848. 857 247 806.
85. Okay, got it, Jenny. All right.
857 247 806. Yes, I typed it.
Okay, got it. I'll contact you after the program by WhatsApp.
Thank you.
Okay.
So I have a question, Nika.
Yeah.
There's a post from Curtis autopilot. Something about schedule a next meditation meeting. I don't know what that means. It's in the chat. Usually I just do it on Meetup, so I don't know what that is. Or do you not know?
Curtis or Rahul, can you guys help out?
Sorry.
No, yeah, it's a good question.